to you. Not now, later. No, now.
As you probably know by now, I absolutely love everything about my studio apartment and studio apartment lifestyle. When I first moved into my studio though, I immediately noticed that there were tons of tiny imperfections and that the apartment was showing signs of the previous, maybe not so careful, tenants. But I loved it anyway, and I was determined to turn it into a place I could truly feel at home, despite, and also thanks to, these little imperfections. The bathroom was probably my least favorite room of all, for 4 reasons. 1. Lack of storage space. All I had when I moved in was this big bucket-sized basket where I stored all of my toiletries and bathroom essentials. Despite my best efforts to keep it organized, it always ended up looking like a huge cluttered mess. And hanging things on the radiator also created visual clutter. 2. The shower situation. I'm a shower person, so I never take baths. But after a few months of showering while squatting in the bathtub, I was ready to make a change. 3. The hose of the washing machine. Considering the size of the room and its layout, the best way for me to connect the hoses of the washing machine to the pipe underneath the sink was to follow the perimeter of the room and go behind the toilet. Necessary, but not visually appealing. 4. Lack of natural light and a sense of negligence. Old rooms can easily look like they're neglected, despite your best efforts to keep them clean and tidy. And the lack of a window and of natural light certainly didn't help with this room. I knew that with small little changes I could make a huge difference and make it more functional but also aesthetically pleasing. And all of it with a small budget. My goals were functionality and organization, cohesion and aesthetic, and low budget. I started by making lots of research online. Before going from store to store with no plan, I wanted to have an idea of what I could possibly need. I tried to find what I needed secondhand, but because I ended up having very specific ideas in mind, it was impossible for me to find exactly what I wanted secondhand. Then, I went ahead and little by little, I purchased the items on my list. In some cases, I ended up returning some stuff and swapped it for something more suitable. Then, it came the fun part, reorganizing. First of all, to conceal the washing machine hoses, I simply moved my laundry basket from its original spot close to the washing machine to underneath the sink. It's still easy to reach, doesn't block the way at all, and it partly hides the clutter created by the hoses. To organize my stuff efficiently, I found 3 simple and cheap storage solutions. A space-saving shelf unit. After emptying up the basket and assessing if there was anything in there I didn't need anymore, I've organized its content onto the shelf unit. Now everything is organized, easy to find, and has a place. Hanging baskets. To add a little decorative element that could also be functional, I decided to store my most used toiletries into these 3 little hanging fabric baskets. 1 for skincare and makeup, 1 for teeth care, 1 for random essentials. To make it super renter friendly, I simply stick the whole thing on the tiles by using some very strong double-sided tape. Command hooks. For the towels, I opted for 2 command hooks with a sucker system, 1 close to the sink and 1 behind the door. To turn this bathtub into a shower, all I needed was a tension rod, super renter-friendly, a shower curtain, duh, and the rings to hang the curtain with. I opted for this one from IKEA, which is made of recycled plastics and it is made of actual fabric, so it's easy to wash and hopefully will last me much longer than a classic plasticky shower curtains. Finally, I wanted some small decorative elements that could really pull everything together and make this room slightly prettier. First, I found a small shelf that I stick to the wall with a strong double-sided tape and the help of a friend, and added candles and a couple of plants that can survive despite the lack of natural light. I've also DIY'd a little wall decoration using some cork pot holders and a gray marker. Cost of the whole operation, €81.27, and I'm pretty proud of the result. Now let's see the before and after. I hope you have enjoyed this video and found it inspiring for organizing on a budget your small bathroom. If so, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.